Again, the miss by the Heat. And you think, Greg, about Westbrook's killer instincts. You were alluding to that. It's very apparent at times. Players praise, and Clark, I think, fear him for just that characteristic alone.
Well, how about this, Kevin? Kobe Bryant said Westbrook has the same love for competition that he has. Whenever other guards are pulled, Westbrook is their worst matchup.
To the middle, here's Ibaka. Shot is no good. Some solid defense from Bosch. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Blindside dishes to Bosch. Shot is off. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And they had to be sensational defensively on that night to compensate for the fact that they just couldn't find a rhythm offensively.
Well, I don't think they're really built to play those kind of grinded-out, low-scoring games. It just doesn't seem to be in their DNA to me.
Here's Wade. They get it back, and it's scrammed in by Whiteside.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
Singler, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Heat also with the sub. Johnson's checked in. And Singler kicks to Adams. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
Wade passes to Dragic. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. It's Dang, top of the key. Johnson with a screen on Singler. Dang for 3. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Well, who doesn't like fast break basketball? They're on the 2K Sports leaderboard, the real stats, real scores from the real NBA with the teams who have scored the most points in transition this season. Second, the Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long, so that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
The Heat making a switch here. Nick Roberts is checked in.
Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
Randy Foye, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Wade drives in. Johnson from outside. The Thunder pull it in. Adams has got 3 rebounds now in this one. And Singler kicks to Roberson. Passes to Foye. Dishes to Roberson. Miami grabs the miss. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game? Offensive rebounding, or the lack thereof. A lot of one-and-dones in that game.
Yeah, offensive rebounding to me is all about heart, the willingness to get in there and mix it up, do your work early, get to that inside position. And I didn't see any of that fight from them.
Outside Dragic. They set the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it goes out of bounds. Went off Dragic.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Enes Kanter's checked in for Ibaka. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Singler. Richardson, he's checked in for the Heat. Johnson attacking. And the shot is good. Johnson's got it all tied up now for the Heat. Now the Thunder with it. They're on a 12-4 run. And Adams with the slam.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
The Heat have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4. And Johnson drops them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Now here's Waiters. Lets it go. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. It's And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. The Thunder shooting extremely well, 62% on the night to this point. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the floor for Miami, they've got Winslow. Richardson is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Stoudemire, and it's Bosh in at the four-man position.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending him.
Here's Wade. And the shot falls short this time.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number one of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Wade missing again. Wade's gotten only 4 of his 11 shots to fall here so far. And Waiters with the stop.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
And thank you for that, Doris. Whiteside, a screen on Westbrook. From deep. It's deflected. He dishes it to Waiters. And he lobs it up towards the rim. And the dunk by Westbrook.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Outside a screen. Dang against Durant. Dang goes in, and it's blocked by Ibaka. Right side, good. The Thunder with the lead. Pass to Waiters from downtown, and that one's good. Waiters got 5 points in the quarter. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Thunder?
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Whiteside, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Enes Kanter.
Take a look at what Hassan Whiteside's done. He has 9 rebounds, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've gotten extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Dragic kicks to Dang. To the middle. Whiteside with it. And it's Waiters picking him up. From 13. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Whiteside.
Man, did they need those points. And I bet he's the guy that continues to go for it.
Well, unless they alter the defense on him, I mean, he should be the guy they go to. His height gives him a huge edge the way they're playing him now. So keep going to it until the defense adjusts.
Here's Dragic from outside. It's good. And And the Heat lead by 2.
They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Not lacking.
And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But Clark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's one of those guys that just plays off of instinct, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even in a close game.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. And that one's good. 6 points for Luol Deng. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Yeah, it has been. Neither team able to create any significant separation so far.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Wade inside, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer.
And we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Roberson, he's checked in for Waiters. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. For 3, Durant, and he gets it to go.
The defense got butterflies the second that shot went up because they know he typically delivers in the clutch.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They lead by 1. 1:25 left in the fourth. Dragic kicks to Bosh, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. 6 points for Chris Bosh.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals. Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or he'll give up points in a hurry.
Puts it up from 15. Good on the jump shot. And the Heat lead by 2.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Stolen by Bosh. .55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's hauled in by Adams.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done. They're having a lot of trouble dealing with Russell Westbrook. He's a handful.
Dragic against Westbrook. Goes back up. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 2-point ball game.
That's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with a win.
And the Heat call time here. They're trailing by 2. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Bosh nails it. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Man, it's frightening when Bosh starts to heat up like this.
Here is Durant. Ibaka with the screen on deck. In the corner, it's Westbrook. That will count. Got it! Got it! What a shot!
All zeros on the clock as he drains the game winner.
And Greg, he knew it was good when it left his hand. He started celebrating as soon as it got off his fingertip.
So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. We were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama, and we saw good.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.